Here in Philadelphia, Citizens Bank Park, baseball comes your way on a Wednesday afternoon. It's the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Philadelphia Phillies.
And now, please welcome your
First pitch coming your way next. And on the hill here today, Jesus Luzardo. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy, no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Matt McClain, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. And a foul ball. Hit on the ground to short. On the run, sends it over to first. Nicely done for the out. Here's the lineup for the Reds. This is an offense, Chris, that's having a hard time scoring runs right now.
Yeah, sometimes things just aren't going to click, and unfortunately what happens is players press, they try to do a little bit more, and they get out of their game. You've got to let the game come to you. If you chase it, it's going to run from you. So this is a team that just needs to calm down, relax, and understand that they're going to come out of this.
That one catches the zone. That's strike one.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Swing and a miss. Oh. Oh. Got him swinging.
Toughest pitch to hit. Fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the designated hitter for the Reds, Spencer Steer. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. A solo shot. And the Reds jump out in front. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Oh. That one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. Getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. This one belted deep left field. On its way. Gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they tack one on the board. It's 2-0.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Next for Cincinnati, Dane Myers. Close but called a ball. Ball 1. Lizardo, the pitch. And that misses. And it's 3-0. That one catches the corner for a strike. Myers not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. And the strike call will stand. Still one challenge left for them. 3-1 now. Fouled off left side. Payoff pitch. And they'll do it again. Upstairs outside, that's ball 4.
A great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Step off throw to first. Myers dives back in safely. Out towards right center field. Crawford on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. On the hill for the Reds, Brady Singer. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
Trey Turner stands in for the Phillies.
Left fielder, number 7, Trey Turner.
Ball 1 there. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. The 0-1. On the ground to short, De La Cruz. To first, one gone, bottom half of the first. And time now for the Phillies lineup. Not a team that usually sees a lot of pitches or works a ton of walks, Chris. They take a more aggressive approach than some of the other teams in the league.
They've got some free swingers, don't they? It's a great approach with pitches over the plate, but when the pitcher expands the zone, it just doesn't work. They need to draw more walks to get runners on base.
Singer, a guy that features an absolute power slider, throws that pitch a lot. He throws it hard and gets a ton of swings and misses. That's off the mark. Ball 1.
And I think being able to expand with that pitch as you start to offer at it that he can move it just a little bit further away. Before you know it, you're trying to hit a pitch that's off the plate.
Got him. That's out number 2.
Batting third baseman, Alec Bohm.
2 down, bases empty. And here comes Alec Bohm. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Swing and a pop-up. That is the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They trail things here 2-0. Top of the second, in now for the Reds, Blake Dunn.
Blake Dunn.
There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. Around second now, going for 3. And he's got a leadoff triple.
He was all over that one. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
The lefty, the 1-0. And that clips the inside corner. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Can't get there, and that should bring in the run. Runner from third in to score. And they take a 3-run lead.
Comes through with the RBI. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now batting Key Brian Hayes. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the top of the second. Foul ball. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Stevenson stands at second with no outs. Now one missed. Swing and a ground ball. Fires across the diamond. 1 out in the second.
Up next for Cincinnati, second baseman Matt McLean.
That one in the dirt and gets away to third. Tag save.
No,
he's into third on the wild pitch.
Well, that right there can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball's gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it because you're already in scoring position. Well, he was sure there, and now he's only 90 feet away from scoring.
One away with a runner at third. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
And that one fouled off. Two down. Swing and he popped it up. Stop. Takes it in for the out. Out number 2.
Up next for Cincinnati, shortstop Ellie De La Cruz.
Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. Struck out swinging his first time. Right through there for a strike.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Strike 2.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with a punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Run scoring double here for the Reds. It's now 3-0. You're dialed into the show. Back here in Philadelphia, we head to the bottom of the second. Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
That's in there. And the count is 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
The 0-2. Way inside, gets out of the way.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
2-2. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information, but the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating, that's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
And that's downstairs and outside. This one smoked on its way out of here. He'll circle the bases, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 3-1. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
One down. This is Bryson Stott. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Back to the mound. He's got it. Throw to first in time.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
That one fouled off.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Bottom half of inning number 2. Goes down looking. The Phillies get one by way of the long ball. It's now a 3-1 ball game. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the Reds DH, Spencer Steer.
Well, these Reds doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Fair ball. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. Flared it out there and got it to drop for the base hit. I think he got it off the handle just a little bit, but the bat held up for him enough to get something behind that swing. All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
The 1-0. And another ball. Steer aboard here at first with nobody out. And a 2-1 on the way. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Garcia takes it in for the out. 1 down.
Up next for Cincinnati, center fielder Dane Myers.
1 out man at first. Dane Myers digs in now. Worked a walk at his first trip to the plate.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Step off, throw to first.
No, he got
Steer back in on a dive. Man at first, 1 away. And he can't make the play. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
Up next for Cincinnati, left fielder J.J. Bleday.
That one fouled off. Two on, one out. Swinging a foul straight back. Some early action out there in the bullpen. Orion Kerkering appears to be getting loose. Alvarado, the lefty, warming up as well. Runners at first and second with one gone. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Fights it off. He'll see another. And a base hit on the line. Rounds third, headed for the plate. In comes the run from second to third, not in time. And it's runners at the corners with one gone.
Picks himself up an RBI. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Next to hit, Blake Dunn. That's in there. It's 0-1. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Oh, 0-2 now. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. That one outside. And the count 1-2. Runners are at the corners, one away. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. On the ground. And foul ball. Good job to fight that one off. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Grinding AB right here, about to see pitch number 10. And foul ball. Laser, base hit, in to score from third. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 4.
But when you see that many pitches in an at-bat, your chances of succeeding go up. And right there, we see the result.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Jesus Luzardo won't go any further, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. New pitcher on now, Jose Alvarado.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
The 1-0.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Here's a 2-0. And another ball.
That's a ball.
Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And it's a called strike after the review. They'll keep both their challenges.
Ball 3.
Payoff pitch. Up the middle. Sosa. The flip. There's one. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Reds 5 and the Phillies 1. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and now for the Phillies, Justin Crawford.
Center fielder, Justin Crawford.
Ball.
The 1-0.
Hey. No.
That clips the corner. And now the count filled up 3-2. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
This one in the air center field. Myers on his way over. He makes the grab.
Up next for the Phillies, left fielder,
Trey Turner at the plate. Grounded out his first time. High chopper to third. Hayes. The turn by McLean at second. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Up next for the Phillies, first baseman, Bryce Harper.
That one finds the corner, and it's 0-1.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Oh, 0-2 now.
Ball.
Stays alive. Turner off of first with 2 away. That's off the inside corner, and now it's 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
hard liner. And that'll do it. 3 innings complete. It's the Reds 5 and the Phillies 1. On to the 4th. In now for the Reds, Brian Hayes.
Brian Hayes.
Swing and a bouncer. On to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for Cincinnati, second baseman Matt McClain.
My goodness, Chris. He had to generate a ton of power in that jump throw for the out. Let's take another look and dive into the numbers from StatCast.
Man, that's an impressive throw right there. In the air, all the way from third base. You've got to have a powerful arm to play third base, but he just showed he's got more than enough. He's got a cannon.
Let's go, Phillies.
Tap foul at the plate.
Let's go, Phillies. Come on.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Got him. 2 out.
Up next for Cincinnati, shortstop Ellie De La Cruz.
Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And he makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. Reds down in order. They lead this one, though, 5-1. Bottom of the inning. And now for the Phillies, Alec Bohm.
Third baseman Alec Bohm.
In there at the knees for a strike. That one finds the zone. 0-2 now.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you, even with pitches outside the zone.
Here's the 0-2. This to third, and that chance handled. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Up next,
And
for
here's
the
a look at how
Phillies,
he's using his pitches in this one.
Brandon Marsh.
Let's go, Philadelphia.
Nice grab. Fires to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Phillies, right fielder Adolis Garcia.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Adolis Garcia.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
Pitch misses, and that's ball 1.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
That misses. Ball 2. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Check swing. He went. 2 balls, 2 strikes. ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Down quickly go the Phillies. They're down 5-1. Ready now for the fifth inning. And now the designated hitter for the Reds, Spencer Steer.
Well, these Reds really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Well.
And that's down and away.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
3-0 down.
Yes.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. One up, one down.
Up next for Cincinnati, first baseman Sal Stewart.
Come on, Philadelphia!
Ball inside.
And another ball.
Let's go Phillies!
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at-bat.
The 2-1. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Come on, Phillies!
Out towards right center field. Garcia coming on. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Up next for Cincinnati, center fielder Dane Myers.
Next for Cincinnati, Dane Myers. He's 0 for 1.
Hey!
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Well struck right field. And that one hops the wall. The relay to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Strike one!
Runner at second. 2 down. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Reds lead 1. They're up 5-1. ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Phillies, Bryson Stott.
Bryson Stott.
Singer back to work. On the ground, right side. Into the outfield, base hit. And they have their first hit since the second inning.
Up next for the Phillies, shortstop Edmundo Sosa.
You know, these Phils just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The Phillies down by 4. Last half of inning number 5. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 0-2.
Oh.
And that skips in the dirt. Stop. Gets his lead at first with nobody out.
Let's go, Edmundo.
Outside with a breaking ball. So a
Thank you,
walk
mate.
puts runners at first and second.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
And now for the Phillies, Justin Crawford walked his first time. That's a strike.
There's an opportunity to do some damage, but you've got to be selective. Make sure you get a pitch that you can handle.
First and second here, no outs. Ground ball up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. And they get the out.
Up next for the Phillies, catcher Rafael Marchand.
Late swing, foul to the left. Two on, one out. And that one fouled off. The 0-2.
Oh. No, that's a ball.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Brings it in. Runner tags for home. Play at the plate. Not in time. He's safe. It's 5-2.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing a cutoff man. Didn't last long before I was pulled aside by a veteran pitcher. He had a talk with me. I don't know if I ever missed a cutoff man again.
Turner in the box now. Takes strike one. In there at the knees, and it's 0-2. Turner wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball, and that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. Man at second. Just missed. Harper hoping for a chance. He would represent the tying run.
Yeah, Boog, plenty of power in that bat. They'd love to give him a shot here.
And the 3-1. Slider for a strike.
Now, just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
That one hammered left field. Carrying well. Gone. Bryce Harper blasts one out the opposite way. And they tie it up. It's 5-5. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
And now it's Alec Bohm.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
2 down, nobody on. Foul ball there. And that's in for a strike. Now 1-2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. TJ Antone getting ready to go. Burke getting loose as well. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. Phils get 3 on this long ball. All even at 5 apiece. Back at Citizens Bank Park. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. Orion Kirkering into the game.
Oh, he's having an excellent season so far. ERA is under 2. A lot of flexibility coming out of the bullpen.
Here comes the 0-1.
Ball, low.
There's a sinker at the knees for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Dunn started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, no swing. Here's the 2-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Two. That one just misses. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. Here's the catcher, Tyler Stevenson.
Catcher, Tyler Stevenson.
Right through there for a strike. All tied up, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
Nope, that's low.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still fires to first, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
Third baseman, C. Brian Hayes.
Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Two down, nobody on. In there at the knees. 0-2. Hayes wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge, and it's going to stay a strike. No challenges left for them now.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Got him. That ends the frame. Nobody left for Cincinnati, and this remains a 5-5 ball game.
Now pitching for Cincinnati.
Back now for the bottom of
Number
the 6th,
70,
and there's a new
TJ
pitcher on the mound,
Antone.
TJ Antone, and he has some nasty breaking stuff.
Leading
Brandon
off
Marsh steps
for
to the plate.
Phillies, designated hitter, Brandon Marsh.
And that's a little bit high. And that is ball 1. The Cincinnati bullpen has some movement. Pierce Johnson, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Mole, a left-hander, also throwing. And the 1-0.
Up.
This one in the air, center field. And there's one away.
Up next for the Phillies, right fielder, Adolis Garcia.
One more, let's go. Ball.
Fouled off left side. low, and it's 2-1. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
And he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. Now it's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. 1 for 2. Just missed. The wind to kick the 2-0. Just missed. Draws the walk there.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Quick move to first, and he's back in on a dive.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
Falling behind 2-1. In the air to left center, Myers in and to his right, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. We're through 6 full. We're all tied up 5-5. Top of inning number 7. Now here's the Reds leadoff man, Matt McClain. Him looking. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Next is the designated hitter, Spencer Steer. He's already homered in this game. Ellie looking to steal. Pitch is high. High High throw, safe, and that wasn't close.
Now the go-ahead runs in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late. Well, he's got a cannon of an arm back there behind the dish. A good, accurate throw is just as important in controlling the running game. So maybe rushed his throw a little bit right there, didn't finish it off. It was high, and I think that's what allowed the base runner to make it safely.
The 1-0. And that is out of play. Man at second. And fouled off.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Phillies fans want a strikeout. Oh, in the dirt. The throw to third. Tag out. They cut down the go-ahead run at third.
Yeah, that's just a mental mistake right there. You're already in scoring position, and you're the potential go-ahead run. Unless you're standing up as you get to third base, you should not be going anywhere.
Two down, nobody on. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a two-out knock keeps the inning alive and puts the go-ahead run on base. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Orion Kirkering will depart, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching.
Brad Keller comes on now. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Oh. Next pitch misses. 2 balls and a strike. Challenge from behind the dish here. And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. The Reds with the go-ahead run at first here in the top half of inning number 7. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a miss, and he got him. 3rd out. So a job well done from the Philly bullpen that time. 7th inning stretch time. We're all tied up 5-5. Bottom of the 7th, and now for the Phillies, Justin Crawford.
Center fielder, Justin Crawford.
Pitch misses there. Ball 1.
That's a ball.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. full extension, makes the catch. What a play.
That's why it's so important to anticipate the pitch going through the zone. He's on the balls of his feet, able to quickly react, make a diving catch, and complete the play. Tremendous job from the hot corner.
This one in the air. And that quickly, 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
And now Terry Francona makes his way out of the dugout towards the mound, and he'll make a change.
Now pitching for Cincinnati.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Pierce Johnson.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Back to the top of the order now. Now here is Trey Turner. Out to short, De La Cruz. Tosses to first. That ends the inning. Phillies down in order. Our score holds at 5 apiece. Back here in Philadelphia, in now for the Reds, Dane Myers. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Joan Duran, the closer, is getting loose. Banks also getting ready. The 1-0. And that's in for a strike. Misses the sweeper. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a ball popped up. Harper. He's got it. And there's one away.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Yo, 1. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 8th. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Brad Keller done for the afternoon. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching.
Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Tanner Banks.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
Terry Francona bringing a bat off the bench. Nathaniel Lowe trying to get something going for him with 2 away. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball. Tap to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Reds go down quietly. This ball game still tied 5-all. TJ Friedel into the game now on defense, but in a strange way. This is not a position he's used to playing as far as we know. Here comes Bryce Harper. He's already homered here in this one.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with 1 swing.
Ball 1 to Bryce.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
Activity in the bullpen for the Reds. Brock Burke, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. The next pitch misses. 3 balls, no strikes.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at-bat.
Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Pinch running for the Phils. Otto Kemp deploying some added speed as they look to take the lead. Inside corner at the knees for a strike. And that one fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Quickly to second for 1, and that's 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Brandon Marsh.
Base is empty after the double play. Brandon Marsh getting ready to hit. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Smash down the left field line. And a base hit right there. And the go-ahead run is on base.
Big knock there to keep the inning alive and an opportunity to put something in the gap and give the Phillies the lead.
Now a quick throw to first. And he's back safely. Right through there for a strike. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. And it is out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And they've rallied from 4 back. It's 7-5.
That right there is a game changer, and it might end up being the most important swing of the game. He's completely shifted the momentum of this game. There's a party in their dugout right now. His second home run, and now playing ahead when it matters most.
So 2 down. Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. And there's a foul ball. Ripped to right, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Now. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's got a chance. And that one is off the wall. Stop around third, and they take a 3-run lead.
Big at that to pad their lead up to 3. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Pierce Johnson done for the day. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for Cincinnati.
Number 74 gets the ball now. He's pitching on 2 days rest. And here is Justin Crawford. Man on second, 2 down. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
He's clearly out there throwing pitches in this situation. First base is open. He walks it. No big deal.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. So they get 3 and jump ahead late. Through 8 full, Phillies on top 8-5. Last chance coming up for the Reds. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Joan Duran.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
That's too low. Ball 1. Duran, a 6'5" righty, 28 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. In the air, right field, Garcia moving under this one. And there's one down.
Up next for Cincinnati, third baseman,
Brian Hayes, the next to hit for the Reds. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. That clips the zone. That's strike 1. The other way. 2 away down.
Up next for Cincinnati, second baseman, Matt McLean.
The Phils trying to close out a 3-run lead here at the top of the 9th. They're down to their final strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Cut on and miss, struck him out, and that's the ball game.
Well, this was a total team effort, using 6 pitchers in this ball game to get the win. Outstanding job of passing the baton. The next pitcher stepping up and getting it done. You got to give them a lot of credit because this is not easy to do. We'll see how it affects them over the next couple of days.
And this one ends with the score 8-5. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.